everyone, it's Dawn here. Welcome to our Tuesday video. I'm so sorry I didn't get round to doing one for our Friday video last week, but it was just one of those crazy weeks that flew by. Before I realised it, it was Friday afternoon and I hadn't made a video. So I'm so sorry about that. But I have got one for you for today, for Tuesday, and we are going to make a little bag. Now you can do anything you like with these. I'm going to make mine for Christmas. But you can swap out the papers and you can make them for birthdays or anything you like. Now, this is another one of these projects that's quick and easy to make, but you can make them into a bag charm. You can hang them on your Christmas tree. And these are open, there are no catches, so you could put a small gift inside if you wanted to. So it's one of these great gifts. It's quick and easy to make and you can use them for whatever you like. And I find them quite handy, especially if you're going to give something like cash or a gift card. You can pop them inside. You could even stick it to the inside of a greeting card. They're so handy. I make loads of these every Christmas and birthdays. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to make. For the actual bag piece, you will need one strip. If I do it that way, you'll see what I'm doing. And I'll get it all on the screen. And this needs to be 4 by 8 inches long. Now this is a double-sided card. And we've got this side and this side. I've decided to use this side for the front. It does mean, I think, let me just check. Yes, it does mean that one side will, the little Christmas trees, I don't know if you can see that, but if I put it that way up, they're the little Christmas trees, but because we're folding it in half, it does mean that one half will be upside down, but we can always put that on the back. So what you need to do with this bit, you need to score it on the short side. You need to score it at 1/2 inch on either side. And across the long side, you need to score it at 4 inches. And all of these measurements will be in the description below. In fact, they're the only measurements you need. Now, I'm just looking for a pair of scissors. There we go. And what we need to do next is we need to cut where we've folded it in half. We need to cut a little wedge. So you cut, first of all, just cut up to the first score line. And then cut a little wedge. Like that. So you're making a little triangle out the middle. And we're going to turn that round and do it again on the other side. So you just cut down that score line, just up to the first score line, the long score line. And then I'll hold it up a bit higher. Cut a little wedge that side, a little wedge that side, and you're all done. You're all ready to go. All that will do is when we go to fold it in and put your bag together, it will make it sit flatter. So then we turn it over and we have now got these gorgeous flaps. So all you do is you fold them in like that. Just bring them in and fold them in like that. Just fold them and burnish them a little bit. And then what we need to do, we need to put the thing together. Now I'm using runner tape. I noticed that my glue pot has run out, and I only noticed that just a minute ago. I've just noticed that it's completely empty and I can't stop the video and dash across the room to get some glue. So I was going to use glue. In fact, you could do both. What you could do, I'm going to use red runner tape, but if you wanted to, you could use the runner tape for the instant stick and then put your glue on top of it to give it a long last, especially if you're going to use these again and again for Christmas decorations. If you're only going to use them once, then it doesn't matter. Tape will be fine. And I'm actually going to put tape on both sides because it will make it stick firmer. And we'll deal with the handles in just a minute. So just get that little bit out. So then we'll just put it down like that. And all you've got to do, it's ever so easy, just make sure that your tabs stay. Oh, let's push that out just a bit. That's better. So just make sure that your tabs stay down. Fold that in like that. Line them up like that. Just put the folded edges together and then press it down. And then once you've done one side, the other side more or less goes into place by itself. So let's bring that back in again. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry about that. Caught it with my finger as I meant to go back down to my desk. So there is our bag all done. Well, that's that part done anyway. And now we need 2 handles. And for that, you will need, this is another one of these great projects where you can make use your scraps. And I've got 2 pieces that measure 4 by ½ an inch, but you can make your handles a bit longer if you want to. I wouldn't make them any wider than ½ an inch, but if you want to make them 6 by ½ an inch, if you want them a bit longer, you can. I found that 4 is enough. So all you do is, first of all, you put a curve in it and just put it over your thumb like that, between your thumb and your forefinger, and just do that. Just spread it out, just flick it. So you just pinch between your thumb and forefinger, not too hard or you'll tear it, and just pull. So keep your thumb and finger and your thumb still, and with your hand that you're holding it, just pull over. So pull it over and down like that, and you'll have a nice curve. And we're going to do the same in the other one. So we're just going to run it through our fingers like that, just to give it a nice curve. And that's the job done. That just makes putting it together a bit easier. And I'm going to use my red runner tape. And as we've said before on this channel, if you use the red runner tape, it's permanent. So hopefully it won't come off. So although even that one, eventually it will dry out. So if you're going to use these year on year, I would strongly recommend using glue. If you're going to put these away and use them again to decorate the tree every year, I would strongly recommend putting them together with glue. Now that's not completely flat, but it doesn't matter. So turn it over very quickly and make sure you get it on the right. Oh, we have got it on the right side actually. So just put some adhesive on each end like that. Pick it up, turn it like that. Just line it up with your first ones and stick it down like that. Now we've just got a couple of bits to do and we are done. Now you don't have to put bling on the handles if you don't want to. I did because I thought it would make it nicer. But before we do that, what I have done, because this is a little bit plain, especially if that's the side that's going to be facing your front, in particular if you're going to hang it on a tree like I do mine, it's nice to have a bit of decoration. So I've just got one that says, "You made it to the nice list." And this came from the same paper pack that I got the paper to make the bag. So again, I'm just going to very quickly run some adhesive over the back. And of course, if you use tape like I've just done, you can pick it up with your finger. Line it down like that or lay it down like that. And then to make sure that that coincides or it coordinates, I'm going to use a bit of green bling, and it will stand out better or nicer on the red background, on the red paper, the red bag. So we're just going to pop some down like that. And now you can either add your bling like that, or you can leave, I didn't stick that down very well, did I? Let's just give that a bit of a pinch. Or you can leave it plain like that. So you could have a sentiment but no bling. You could have bling and no sentiment. You can dress this up or keep it as plain as you like. I'm going to keep it plain on the back, and I'm going to keep the front slightly decorated like that. So you could go even further if you wanted to. You could use some of this smaller bling and put around the bottom, but I'm not going to do that. You could put washi tape strips on it. You can go mad with this and dress it up as much as you like, or you can keep it as clean and simple as you like, but I think that's enough. It's fairly clean and simple with a little bit of bling, which is about right for me. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I do hope you have a go yourself. If you do, please do come and join us at our Crafty Capers with Dawn Facebook group and show us your versions and whether you make them for Christmas or any other occasion. We'd love to see them. And I will be back, hopefully. Where are we? Yes, Tuesday now, aren't we? That's what happens when you record ahead of time. You forget what day the video's going out. So this is going out today, which is at the time of going up is Tuesday. So hopefully I will be back on Friday with another video for you. And in the meantime, take care everybody. Have a great week. And as always, happy crafting. Bye-bye for now.